And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. The Reds are 5 points clear at the top of the table. That is of course after yesterday's action, which seen Liverpool win 2-0 and beat an informed Aston Villa side. This isn't an Aston Villa side of maybe necessarily the past. This is a massive 3 points and could have posed to be a certain spanner in the works. You know, Aston Villa have been in formidable form domestically and in Europe, and I do think that's a massive 3 points. More to the fact, Manchester City lost to Brighton and lost their fourth game on the bounce, which again, this form from Manchester City is amazing to see, and it's good that we're taking advantage of them dropping points, because there will be a time where Manchester City do get better, despite them having Rodri out. We know what Pep Guardiola, we know what that team can do. So at this stage of the season, us winning all of our games and getting as much space and creating as much distance between us and Manchester City is what matters. So super happy going into yet another international break, a bit of time to sort of rest a little bit. I know that the players are going to be away, but allow for players to maybe come back and yeah, get going again for a very busy festive period. Again, prior to this international break, a lot of people would say, well, who are Liverpool played yet? Well, we've certainly shown what we're all about in this round of fixtures, because we've played some pretty big teams in the top half of the table, and in the Champions League we've performed remarkably as well. And I think now people that were doubters are starting to see us as title contenders. Even Alexis McAllister admitted that and stated that he now believes it's something is special within this team. Now, over to the performance itself. Again, I'm not necessarily going to be saying it was our best performance of the season, but again, champions or champions-elect always win the games that they need to win, even when they're not playing that great. And to be fair, the great thing about this team is that we have loads of different styles of play. Really, I counted 3 times, and for those of you that are subscribed to Panenka, we'll have a bigger deep dive, of course, into that game. We've just finished the analysis on it, but a big talking point from it was 3 different styles of play throughout it, and actually the goals came from more of a throwback, and that of course being a Jurgen Klopp-esque of transitional moments, which led to the goals, which was really good to see. So Salah getting a goal, Nunez getting a goal, and we're 5 points clear at the top of the table. Here's hoping an informed Chelsea now can also damage Arsenal a little bit. Obviously, I didn't think at the start of the season, despite the hype, I never really thought that they were going to be the title challengers, everyone dubbing them as favourites. I always thought Manchester City would always be the favourites, but Arsenal are a very good side, but they are in a bit of a sticky patch at this moment in time in terms of their results too. So if Chelsea can inflict and maybe cause them to drop points, then that'd be absolutely glorious as well. Also looking at Nottingham Forest at this moment in time, our presumption at the time when we lost them actually isn't that bad. Obviously losing at Anfield is really bad, but the way that Nottingham Forest are certainly performing, they're going to be taking more points of some of the bigger clubs as well, and the title contenders as well. So one loss is all we've had against a good Nottingham Forest side. Again, at the time we probably thought, oh, why are we losing to relegation threatened teams? But it does look like Forest will be the sort of story of the season, if you like, from the teams that like to break into those European spaces. I do think Forest have those capabilities to do that. But if you want more of an in-depth analysis on the game, guys, Panenka, you know it's up. It's already up now in terms of the match analysis. So as I said, for a more deeper dive into the game, do check out that video. Now, whilst, again, look, we are doing so great at this moment in time in terms of the points on the board, we do have some injuries, and we have got a bit of an update now with Federico Chiesa. Arne Slot has now revealed that Federico Chiesa is expected to rejoin full training now with Liverpool, with a bit of a timeline revealed of when he'll actually be available and actually start playing for this club. As I said, the international break has probably came at the right time for Federico, and as I say, when we signed him, there was a lot of excitement around his move to Anfield, but it has been clouded by ongoing fitness issues. Having been frozen out of the first team at Juventus, the 27-year-old arrived desperately short of match fitness anyway, and early attempts to ease him in led to injury, which was super unfortunate. Of course, did miss the last 8 games and of course missed the game against Villa, so making that 9. However, it does seem as though that his comeback is imminent. And Slot said, I would use the word concern, but it's not far from ideal for us. Because with the injury of Diogo, we have 4 attackers available. So this could have been a great moment for him to get playing time. It's difficult for a player who missed out pre-season and playing pre-season games and training sessions. You have to give a player more time to get the intensity levels. It's difficult to balance to get him where we want. But we are trying, and he's trying everything he can do to get to those levels. Once he is at those physical levels, we will benefit from having him. At this moment, we expect him to be back during the international break for training full time, and then he will probably be playing games afterwards. So with Diogo Jota out until after the international break, it does seem as though we are going to get another boost there with Diogo Jota and of course Federico Chiesa. And LFC News understands it will unlikely be Southampton that he'll come back, but he will likely be in contention for those games against Real Madrid and Manchester City, which is absolutely fantastic to hear. And I hope Chiesa, he's such a talented player, he just needs to get fit. And then once that happens, I think that will be absolutely huge for us. So, so some big news there, some good news there with regards to Federico Chiesa. It looks like that's almost behind him now, and hopefully that we'll start to see him, and hopefully he starts to show what he's all about, and we can all be in awe of what he's capable of doing. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on that whole situation right now. Of course, at the top of the table, 5 points clear. Did any of you guys expect it? For those of you that don't know Panenka, obviously our sister channel, we do a lot of analysis on Liverpool. And again, I've been watching Arne Slot now since the end of last season, obviously when he was appointed at Feyenoord. And I kind of foreseen it, a lot of positivity in our videos that we were doing for Arne Slot and Panenka, and it's all coming to fruition. We also predicted Curtis Jones on what he was going to be a key part before his injury, of course, and look at him now, his performances that he's putting in for the Reds now as well, which is also absolutely fantastic. So, super happy, guys. I think that's always important. We've got to enjoy the moment. Got another international break. Honestly, snooze fest. Hate international football. But hopefully the Reds players do their countries proud, but also come back with no injuries, and we can hit the ground running for that game against Southampton, Manchester City, then Real Madrid. A lot of games coming thick and fast. But Reds, do hit the like and the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.